Wow, 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 wow. And you know, by now you've created your first video and you're scared. What is going to be the reaction of the people that are going to watch it? Are they going to criticize it? Is it really going to make the impact that you want it to make? Yes. This is the reason why I created this new video, so that you can have checklists that you can go through. The checklists are rule of thumb that I think you can find useful in reviewing your video. So, but if you have created your first video and you find that oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, don't hesitate to send the video out there. Another review aside from this checklist is to give it to your brother or your friend or your wife or whoever that is close to you that can help you to just review the video. Okay, good. I am Oluwakemi Odusunya, the CEO of TV Tutors. I help teachers, coaches to get the message out there in a bigger way, make more of an impact, and make more of an income. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you get quick update of my latest video by making sure you click the red subscribe button by the right. Thank you. How to review an educational video. I'm going to give you a checklist. The first one is having a good intro and a good outro. In every video, you may start a video in a spectacular way, in a very different way. In most educational videos, you may not really start it like the way I started mine, like being too informal, because most of these educational videos are formal. So what do you normally start with? You could start by being familiarized with the student. Are you sure your video you familiarize yourself with the student by first of all introducing yourself and also welcoming the student? Okay, I do that in most of my videos, so you can check that. If you have that on your video, you're good to go. Then for the outro, if you have something like, oh, we'll see you in the next video, or bye for now, thank you for watching, you are good to go. Alright, for the second list, we have topic. Did you make the topic known? Did you say it out? Like, today we'll be talking about fraction, or today this is what we are going to talk about. Did you mention it? If you do that on the video, you are good to go. So the students already know what you want to talk about. So let's take the third list on the checklist. Number 3, legibility. Of course, like I said, you need to always check that whatever you write on the screen is readable. Is it something that the student can see? Not something that is quite clear, they're not sure. Is this E or is this A? You know, you need to make this clearly known. So if in your video anywhere that you have some more than 1 or 2 words that are not legible, you need to do something on it, maybe in your next video. Good. So if they are legible, then you are good to go. Checklist 4, colors. What are we talking about colors here? Are you using the contrast color? I've always talked about the contrast color, like you are using black on a color that is bright, or you are using white on a color that is black. Okay, not necessarily black, but something that is dark. Okay, so are you making use of that? And sometimes it could be like the text, okay, like using variety of colors for the text. Okay, so if you have that, you are also good to go. Checklist number 5. Now we want to talk about clarity. How well did you explain the concept? Was it well explained? Okay, did you explain to them? Did you give them like you given a prerequisite to that particular concept? Did you give the right example? Is the example relevant to the concept, or you just giving examples that are out of the concept that you're teaching? Checklist number 6, audible. Are you audible enough? It is not about shouting, please. It is not shouting. I know I'm going to do a video that I'm going to talk about being audible. You need to be audible, okay? So it is not a question whereby I remember one of my video, somebody make a comment in one of my video. The person said I need to speak out, and this is one of my very old videos. It said speak out please. The video is very helpful, but I need you to speak out, okay? So you need to be audible. So if you have your video audible, you are good to go. Checklist number 7, background. Yes, do you have distracting element on your background? Okay, your background has to be as plain as possible, except if the main topic that you're talking about is, or the concept you're discussing about has to do with the background. Okay, so you need to bring in the background for you to talk about it. But in a case like you can see in most of my videos, I normally have the background as plain as possible. Then you start bringing in other things, because if your background is not plain, it will be distracting to the student. Okay, so let your background be simple. Just keep to simple background, except if you need a complex background to drive home your point. Okay, good. So if you have a good background, a simple background, you are good to go. Checklist number 8, energy. Are you full of energy? I mean that kind of energy. I remember in the video I said your energy has to be hot as fire. Okay, so do you have that kind of energy? You need to listen to your video. Like when you're creating video, you discover that when you put in 100% of energy, then at the end of the day it drops down to like 70%. So if you put less than 100%, let's say you put up to like 50% out of that, that means the energy level at the end of the video will come down to like 35%, and that is way too low. So you need to increase your energy. It may be a little bit difficult, like you're speaking to nobody, like you're speaking to your computer and all that, but you have to assume that the students are there. You have to, we're going to talk about that anyway, but just make sure that your video, does it have that energy, or is it just too cool, like, you know, somebody telling you a story that that doesn't have spices in it, so you kind of like, oh, this is a boring video. Okay, so put in a lot of energy. If you discover that your video has a lot of energy, then you are good to go. Checklist number 9, stage setting. What is your stage setting like? What I mean by stage setting is, like, I remember in one of the videos I said, like, maybe you have a picture on the side, okay, then you have the writings on the other side. So if this is what you have, or probably you have the picture on this side, then you have your writing on the side. Whichever, if you discover that there is no distraction, like you having like 2 pictures in here, you're talking about this and you're talking about this particular picture, and this is where you are now coming to, you are distracting the student. So the stage must be set even right from the beginning. So if you discover that, like, oh, I'm not setting this thing properly, like I have the whole stage scattered, then you need to work on that. But if your stage is perfect, like having a picture on one side, having the writing on one side, or having the picture on the middle, then you have your writings by either side of the picture, then you are good to go. List 10, illustration. That is very, very important. You know, you could be like you're talking and you're illustrating. Like what I have here now is a picture. You can see the man started from here and it ended there. Okay, you have to illustrate, you have to demonstrate something, like going from here to here to here. This is illustration, not in a case whereby your stage is just static. If you have a stage that is static up to, like, let's say 2 minutes, wow, that is too bad. Your stage, you must have something. It's either you are writing, or you are indicating something, or you just, the stage cannot just be too static. If it's static, that means you don't have obviously a good video, but not in all cases. Remember, these are just rule of thumb that I have used, and I've discovered some other experts have used in their video, but there are exceptions, okay? But it is always good to make sure that something is happening on the screen, or else the student will be distracted, and they can't keep on listening to you, even no matter how expressive you are. You just have to write something. This is a video, this is not audio, okay? So always express yourself by writing, by indicating something or whatever. Okay, so if you have this on your video, your illustration is good, you are good to go. Then lastly, duration. What is the duration of your video? Oh, there are some rule of thumb that say make the video short. Make the video short. If you have a video, short video versus long video, there are statistics that have shown that short videos make much impact, in the sense that it's usually comprehensive. It contains the essential the essential point that the student can take home, unlike long videos that there are so many irrelevant points that you start making references to. So it is always best to make your video short. So what about the duration? What are we talking about here? We're talking about video like from 1 minute to 10 minutes maximum. So this is regarded as a short video, a super effective video. So if your video mark any of the 11 checklists that I've talked about, let's say 1 or 2 or 3, then I think you're good to go. Nevertheless, even at all it doesn't meet anyone, just don't hesitate in letting your video out. Kick the video out, okay? First, like I said at the beginning, you can first of all start with a friend. Okay, friends can be mild, they can be harsh, but start with a friend, or you start with a close one. Okay, just start with somebody that is close to you. Start with them and let them review your video and get the video out there. Thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the red subscribe button. See you in my next video. Bye.